Borderline personality disorder. First off, there was a sound issue in my last video that caused people to have heart attacks. A couple people thought they were being electrocuted and actually threw out their computers. There were a lot of complaints. I am sorry. I apologize. My sound editor has been fired. That will never happen again. Moving on. We always think that animals are incredibly stupid. Yet I think animals we could learn a lot from. They don't have the problems that we have. They're able to live out their entire lives without worrying about stupid, silly things. They don't worry if other animals like them. They don't have self-esteem issues. They don't destroy the planet. They just care about the moment. That's all they care about, survival in the moment. We as human beings have complicated the very simple process of living. We don't just live in the moment. We're always concerned about what everybody else is doing and not focused on ourselves. We trip about the future. We're trapped in the past, but we're never in the moment. We've set up these rules that we all must abide by. Our whole money system is ridiculous. We claim that we care about everyone, yet we charge for certain things like food and medical and housing. We charge for that, but we care about people. I mean, if we cared about people, we'd care about the homeless, which we don't. I wonder if someday in the future, when humanity has come to a point of enlightenment and stopped fighting amongst themselves and stopped charging for basic needs, if they're ever going to look back at us and think of how primitive we were, can you imagine trying to explain to someone in the future about homeless people? Yeah, there were hundreds, millions of them. They'd lay on the sidewalks and we'd just ignore them. Why were these people homeless? Well, because they didn't win the lottery. When I mean lottery, I mean the genetic lottery of what kind of family you're born into. If you're born into a poor family, you'll most likely die poor. There are rare exceptions. I'm going to be one of those rare exceptions because I'm selling so many of these Mr. BPD personalized coffee mugs that's going to make me $1 million. If you'd like to order one, which you should, help me become a millionaire. There's a link in the description to do that. Also, you can just give me your money with a donation. There's also a link there as well. Help me become a millionaire. By helping me, you are helping the future. I love how different we all think we are, but we are all so very the same. I mean, everybody always checks the toilet paper after shitting. We always do. Everybody likes to smell their farts. All these things that we pretend like we don't do, but everybody does it. So if we could all agree that we check the toilet paper to make sure we're clean, then can't we all agree that we should all come together as one and stop fighting and bickering and stop all the hatred? That's just my opinion. I'm probably wrong because I'm crazy. I'm nuts. I'm even more crazy lately. After I decided that there was no way to fight my depression. Fighting depression is an endless battle. And ever since I gave up fighting depression, I have been so much happier. It's weird. How do you become happier when you stop fighting your depression? Because it has no power over you when you're not. I used to be so scared of it. It would affect when I wasn't depressed. Now, if I get depressed, so be it. I'll ride it out. I won't fight it. Fighting it just makes it more powerful. Instead, I'll be like, all right, depression, go ahead, have your way with me. Treat me like a prison whore. Depression gets bored and goes away. leaving me able to make these great videos where we talk about prison whores and toilet paper. And of course, Mr. BPD personalized coffee mugs. I want to change the world. The world. I don't know if that's the world in sign language, but we're going to hope so. The world. I would like to change the world, but I can't do it by myself. It's going to take all of you to help me to change it all. And to change the world, we must change individuals one at a time. If I can help one person feel better about themselves, that is changing the world. If I can help one person, then I have started a process. And if that one person goes and helps another person, and so on, we could change the world. We can't do it with brute force as much as I'd like to. I'd like to do it with brute force. And I can't do it by trying to change anybody. A person must change from within, and then that change will inspire them to want to help others. Now, I do one-on-one sessions for anybody that's struggling in life that would like some advice. I've been there, I've gone through a lot of really hellish times, and I've so far pulled myself up out of it. I do have times when I slide backwards, but I try not to let those affect me too much and to keep moving forward, to keep on keeping on. When you're at the bottom and you don't know what to do, sometimes the best thing is somebody that'll listen and tell you honestly, with no objections, what you should be doing. If you're being a fuck-up, you need somebody that doesn't care about you to tell you you're being a fuck-up. Now, when I say doesn't care about you, that sounded wrong. I mean that is non-biased. You can't expect your family to help you out when you hit rock bottom. They love you. They're going to try to sugarcoat things for you, or they're just going to make you feel worse by telling you you're a fuck-up. Nobody likes to be told they're a fuck-up by their family. But a complete stranger, it always means more when someone you don't know that's not as close to you tells you something than somebody close to you. Because those people close to you, you don't trust them. You always think they have other motives, and they may. They may not. I'm not sure. I don't know them. I know I want to change the world. I think you could change the world, and I think we should learn from the animals. Remember to always check your toilet paper, not take things so seriously, and when depression comes knocking, let it have your way with you. Be a prison whore. Until next time, keep on keeping on.